collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to your 7-card draw. What do I need? Read for this full moon to new moon, June 2022. I am your reader, Leo Rising, Mars conjunct Mark, Angelo, Lyons, Mal. For short, they're my initials. Professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998. We just turned 24 years old May 1st. Author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch, available on Kindle. There's a link in the description box, and you can preview the first bunch of pages for free. And you can check out the dedication to my mom, which is just heartwarming and makes me well up every single time. And I'm a creator on Patreon, patreon.com/drawing the circle. Humans, heroes, angels, witches, immortals, gods, goddesses are my subscription tiers at the time of this recording, letting my artist play full force exclusive content, streaming pretty much every morning in my bathrobe from the laptop on the couch with a cup of coffee in my hair, doing what it's gonna do. And I love it. Why? Because I'm the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons, but you can call me Mal. Hey, I love doing that every single time. Just having a lot of fun today. So if you are new to my channel, do let me explain. A 7-card draw is just one card from 7 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints about a specific, not an Atlantic, a specific astrological timeline. So it's a timed read, not a timeless read, but you can go back and look at the series that I've done in the past. 5-card draws for waxing, 7 cards draw for waning, to get some further insight. But you do you. Let's take a look at that astrological timeline. By the way, it's a 2-week period, as most half cycles are in the lunarness of it all. We're looking at the full moon in Sagittarius, Tuesday, June 14th, 7:52 a.m. I am in New York, so that's Eastern time. It is my father's birthday. God rest his soul. Donald Trump's birthday. There's more to that than meets the eye with my dad. God rest his soul. It's Flag Day, and that's the day I'm packing up, driving up to Saratoga to see my mom and my stepfather for some much-needed R&R. And of course, then we're looking at the 2 weeks following the waning, the releasing, the letting go, the forgiving, the alchemizing, the surrender to the new moon in Cancer, Tuesday, June 28th, 10:52 p.m. I will be doing my new moon magic before that on Patreon, and then everybody else gets it a couple of days later. That's how it works. Definitely that night it's going to be something else. And of course, the 5-card draw, what do I need reads for new to full, will be out at that point as well. So it's a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs. My Virgo sun tends to see it one way. My Pisces moon feels it another way. To get more information about what we're about to look at one particular timeline, or you can have 4 different timelines going on simultaneously of things you need to alchemize, let go of, surrender to, blah, blah, blah. You get it, right? Otherwise, both feet on the floor if you can, right? Stay grounded, stay here and now. Focus on your breath if you will, and I will get you the clarity, guidance, and grace that I can to help you do your shadow work, because there's only one of us here, and there's only one shadow, really. So every time we do a little bit of shadow work, a little lead to gold, pain to peace, shadow to light, illusion to truth, we shift the paradigm, we shift the quantum algorithm of all that is, and shift to a more golden timeline than a leaded one, if you get what I'm talking about. So I know what's going on planet Earth. I watch the news. At the time of this recording, there's a lot of cray-cray going on. War, political caca, right? Corruption being exposed left, right, and center. So let's do our bit, and I'm in full support of you, my Leos. I love you. Shall we? Please take a nice deep breath. From explanation to divination, one more. Still point. And away we go, using the Caroline Myss archetype deck. I call to the collective pantheons of the divine, the angels, archangels, goddesses, gods, ascended masters, general assembly for the Leos, their higher selves and the higher selves of all involved, fifth dimension and above, eighth chakra and above, their spirit animals and totems, as well as the pantheon of all pantheons, all traditions, lineages, and cultures. What is the dominant eighth chakra archetype hovering over their head like a satellite, beaming down the lessons, changing the electromagnetic dynamics of their energy field, all the chakras underneath that, attracting and repelling what they need and what they don't need, that they can be the best that they can be and fulfill their role in their personal soul contract. So what's going on, eighth chakra, for the Leo collective? This full to new June 2022. I love it. I love it. You got the hero. Definitely, this is in the title. I have the hero archetype in my chart. You can have an archetype, a reason, a season, or a lifetime. This is one of my personal favorites. It is an action family archetype, 9 different families, but there's the shadow and the light, which is the pain and the peace, and the toxic and the healthy. Lead has 3 more atoms than gold on the periodic table. Please don't make me do math. So that is the releasing of those 3 atoms to go from the insulator toxicity of lead to the conductor healthy of gold. Let me read it to you. The shadow attribute is what you don't want to look at, don't want to deal with, and even if you are looking at it and or dealing with it, you don't want anybody to know about it. Escapism and a false sense of heroism. Darlings, that's a villain. What's the opposite of a hero? A villain, right? And with the inundation of superheroes for what? The past 100 years, right? Wiz Comics, DC, Marvel, Vertigo, all of them. We've been inundated with movies and things showing us about the hero's journey, and I highly recommend The Hero's Journey by Joseph Campbell. If you really want to go deeper, Jean Shinoda Bolen, Jungian psychologist, off the chart, amazing, bless her. So what you're shooting for here, right? You're going to clean the plate so you can nail that new moon. Passion for a journey of personal empowerment. I've got the hero lifelong. In the sign of Aquarius, the opposite of, but oppositions are complementary, fixed fire of Leo to fixed air. Just saying. I know my stuff. I teach this stuff. And I teach the more advanced stuff in person as well as on Patreon. So let's look at the next 4 chakras down, right? That's the 8th. It's going to affect everything else underneath it. As you go, as you alchemize, it shifts. That's your free will in the thing. So heart, throat, third eye, crown, or I should say crown, third eye, throat, and heart, spiritual power, mental power, willpower, choices, decisions, emotional power. And this is where the shadow work starts. Throat chakra, at least, is the choice, the decision to do and face and embrace and heal the shadow or not. And by the way, the light attribute, that's the gold hidden in the lead, our last card down, the Blessed Bee deck. Gives us an idea of what the hidden blessing is in all of this. So hang out for the last card. Breathe. Still point. As I call upon my goddesses of fire, the sign of Leo, powers of the south, please. 1 card in clarity for the Leo collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading. So what do I need, read? What do they need to be aware of inside of themselves? The internal world, the feminine energy, their goddess energy, their yin dynamic. Clue, a tip, a hint, all of that to help them alchemize this hero archetype, this new, full to new June 2022. The lovers, open your heart to me. You hold the lock and you hold the key. I love you, Madonna, but otherwise that's a little codependent, ain't it? She's grown since. Of course she has. Ray of Light changed it all, didn't it? Or Ray of Light usually does. So a hero making a life-changing decision. Yeah, sure, it might be about romance, falling in love, getting married, hooking up. All of it can be life-changing. But when it is a major arcana card, heart, throat, third eye, crown, it's all 4 chakras. So this is about you tuning to your spirit, ready? And making the wise third eye most loving heart chakra, choices and decisions of your own free will. This is a life changer, and it's about your passion, which is very much a Leo thing, fixed fire. You know, passion is like a laser beam sometimes. This is really about your passion for empowering yourself without necessarily disempowering others. Easier said than done. Certainly. Lower 3 chakras, the physical, the masculine, the external part. You from the outside, stepping out, sort of looking at yourself horizontally. Maybe you from the inside, looking at a particular person, place, or thing. Because the lower 3 chakras are about relationships in the world. Root chakra, groups, tribes, circles of friends, families, your genetic heritage, your favorite ball team, right? The ball club you ascribe to. My family is split right down the center in New York. Yankees and Mets, right? Very tribal war within the same family. Well, at least for a season a year, right? Second chakra, one-on-one relationship. Your relationship to another person or thing, like an umbilical cord. It's also money, sex, and power. But solar plexus usually for Leos is pretty dominant, right? Solar ruled by the sun. Your relationship to yourself in the world, your personal power, your survival intuition that no one else gets but you. So your self-esteem, how you value that, whether you act on it, as well as your boundaries, what you will, what you won't, what you do, what you don't. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon my gods of fire, sign of Leo, powers of the South, please, one mythic tarot for the lower 3 chakra dynamic, a clue, a tip, a hint for the Leo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading. Help them. What do they need to be aware of in the lower 3 chakras? External, you know, looking in, looking out, all of that, some of that, to help them alchemize this archetype from villain to hero. And everybody's got a percentage scale on that, by the way. No one's 100% hero or 100% villain. But there is that Lover's card, right? Coming into that internal alignment, life-changing, wise, loving, empowered decision. What do you got from lower 3 chakras this full to new June 2022? The Knight of Cups. The Pisces card. Obviously, when it is a court card in the outside, this could be somebody. This might not be you, but it could be you from the outside looking in. And why I say it's the Pisces card is because all the knights in the tarot are mutable. You have 3 conditions: cardinal, fixed, mutable. I'm a teacher, get over it, right? I know what I'm talking about, and I got cool hair, Leos. And a Leo rising Mars conjunct. Certainly the knights are the mutable, but 4 elements: fire, earth, air, water. You get it, right? So there are 4 speeds to the knight. There's walk, there's trot, there's gallop, and there's canter. I was forced to take horseback riding lessons when I was a kid, so I just know that. Pisces is trot, Virgo is walk, Sagittarius is canter, of course Gemini is gallop. So this is either you kind of going with the flow, feeling it out, doing that Pisces, doing the bull dance, feeling the flow. Well, I guess doing the fish dance, otherwise it would be Taurus, feeling the flow, but also carrying the Ace of Cups. Like, never forget, like, all of the court cards are holding the element. So this is kind of trotting along. It's not a race, and it's not slow as molasses in January, as my grandmother used to say. Hi, Nana. Back up. This could also be someone with that Pisces energy, whether or not they're Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Certainly with the Lovers on the outer, with this. This on the inner. Klusterfuck, Lovers on the inner, Pisces, Knight of Pentacles trotting in. That could be you, that could be them. But this is taking a little bit of a romantic note. But it's about empowerment, passion, and action. Feels like it could be active, but at a nice pace, at a medium pace. Thank you, Adam Sandler. let's get you a healing mantra from the Matt Kahn Healing Mantra deck, one of 3 bookie book reads, meaning that I read from the bookie book that comes with it, because I can't remember all of those words. But to help you bring this into alignment. Nothing like a mantra to fix your mind on to make the most loving, wise, empowered decision you can. Let's see what the Ascended Masters say. Please take a nice deep breath. Oh, all right, they're like, sit back, okay. Still point. This feels lovely. For a shadow read, as I call upon the Ascended Masters, General Assembly. What is the perfect healing mantra for the Leo collective? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading. Will help them if they do the work, right? Throat chakra, element of fire, they got to choose that to help them alchemize that hero in that probably bigger life-changing decision than they think. This could be a romantic thing with that romantic cup, but it's certainly emotional and mutable water. Maybe dolphin shark. Though technically they're not fish. What is the perfect healing mantra for the Leos? Make it clear, make it specific, make them go, oh my God, this full to new June 2022. Befriending pain. When discomfort becomes a friend, my most limiting beliefs are healed. And may I just say, a hero befriending pain is just part of the hero's journey. This mantra got me to Patreon. I was working so hard on YouTube, my numbers are dropping like a rock. I got shadow banned. Apparently, I don't know why. I'm gay, I'm a witch, I'm good, I don't know. I'm an artist, I'm a mystical artist. They didn't like my stuff, or at least the computer program didn't. So I worked harder, right? I am an artist. I'm a Leo rising, Mars conjunct. I don't give up that easily. I was beaten into submission by my own ambition, and doesn't that sound like a song, right? So I had to befriend that pain. I used this mantra consistently, sometimes minute by minute, just to endure. I mean, I was stuck on the couch. It was bad, right? But as a result, I went through it. Discomfort became a friend. And now you're going to see why it works if you work it. If I befriending pain, when discomfort becomes a friend, my most limiting beliefs are healed, like believing we're a body. Now, you take reincarnation into consideration, you were never a body. Nor am I my Toyota RAV4, who's gray, so I named him Dorian. When you befriend pain, you are allowing limitations to be released from the cells of your body, like lower back, money, support, right? It was just my example. Because pain is often the result of rapid transformation, it certainly was for me. It is essential to make friends with it in recognition of how quickly you are evolving. Let's stick a pin in that. It's not just physical pain. It could be emotional pain, mental pain, and yes, there is such a thing as spiritual pain. As a perfect example, by the way, Happy Pride Month. Happy Pride Month, June. Yes, I'm a gay male. If you couldn't tell, check the batteries in your gaydar. I believe Radio Shack can get you a new one if you need it. But if you were told, you're going to a not nice place, if you like the same gender or transgender or whatever it is that you are, that can create spiritual pain, and it just ain't true. Go ahead. Unsubscribe if you don't like that truth, because that's the truth. God is love. Goddess is love. Cope. Back to the ready read here. I lost my place. Of course I did. I went off on a gay pride rant. It is essential to make friends with it in recognition of how quickly you are evolving. It might be uncomfortable and sometimes nearly unbearable. Testify. But your most profound shifts in consciousness often occur once pain is befriended as an ally of your evolution. And that's funny, that word ally in the gay pride, LGBTQIA. Do they add another letter? Please, someone let me know. I want to be correct on that to the best of my ability. It just keeps changing. This mantra is ideal for healing the body, mind, and soul on an energetic level. So this is definitely, before you make this life-changing decision, you might have to do some alchemy. Look, everybody has villainous moments. Obviously, that stuff is boiling to the surface to be healed on planet Earth. Watch the news much? On all sorts of levels, not just political, personal, right? And the game has changed as a result. Well, if we want a more peaceful world, we need more heroes than villains. And every hero at some point was a villain, at least symbolically speaking. So is there pain here? Probably. But the hero's journey, it's not a hero's journey without demons, dragons, and at least a blister in your strappy sandal on your way on the journey. Strappy sandal. Good gods. Yeah. Let's ask the higher self, the Whispers of Love Oracle. This is the party turner, right? All of a sudden the party hath been turned. The higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above. The Whispers of Love Oracle is just something else. This is where we get the true love card, the romance card. There are no womp womps in here. Womp womp. But this usually turns the party. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above, what is the whisper of love? The piece of information, inspiration, insight needed by the Leo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, watching this video, receiving this reading to help them alchemize the hero with that life-changing, loving, wise, empowered decision with that Knight of Cups on the inner, the outer. Could be them, could be somebody else, could be both of them, but befriending pain as they go. Because when discomfort becomes a friend, our most limiting beliefs are healed. What you got for us? What's the whisper of love? This full to new, June 2/2. Oh, this card has not come up in a while. Miracles and blessings. Miracles and blessings. We'll unpack that. Everything has its gift is the subtext on that. Look, a miracle is how you define it, right? Originally, a miracle is something occurs that defies natural law. Just go scriptural, right? Parting of the Red Sea, walking on water, water into wine. They seem very aquatic. A lot of those scriptural miracles, the raising of the dead, like all that kind of stuff. That shouldn't be happening. It's a miracle. Like the horse in History of the World, Part 1. Apparently there's a Part 2 coming, but I gotta get Hulu for it, and I'll do it for Mel Brooks. Look, and blessings. There's a hidden blessing here. That's why we're doing the Blessed Be, last card down. But you may not see it until you kind of dive into what feels like an emotional shadow work thing. And just to give you a different POV, pigs are vampires? No, point of view. A Course in Miracles, of which I am both a teacher and a student, defines a miracle as a shift in consciousness from a thought system based in fear to a thought system based in love. Because you can only do one at a time, right? It's like the devil on one shoulder, the angel on the other, but really it's the collective ego on one side and your soul on this side, and the personality, the role you play, going like this, right? So maybe there is some forgiveness as you embrace this. The miracle is forgiveness. It is the alchemical element that alchemizes lead to gold, pain to peace. So if you were a villain before, maybe some of your pain is the guilt, which means I've done wrong, or the shame, or the shame, I am wrong, right? Those two can be linked. They're toxic twins, but they can be alchemized into innocence and magnificence, which is kind of what we want from our superheroes. At least Kal-El of Krypton. Oh, those eyes. Just don't burn me again, Clark. I love this for us. I can see myself very easily in this reading, but I really go into that once the camera's off. I mean, I am Leo rising. I don't mind sharing. That's why you want to come on Patreon. I get real personal there, but in a fun way. So if you're going to do the shadow work, you're going to be a hero on the hero's journey. If you're going to be He-Man, She-Ra, don't you want Wildcat, or I forget the name of the horse that She-Ra had, right? What is the animal spirit or totem helping you out with this? This is my favorite pantheon. I love the aminals. Please take a nice deep breath. Keeping it light. still point. Keeping it light with befriending pain and shadow work. As I call to the pantheons of spirit animals and totems for the Leo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading, using the Divine Animals Oracle by Stacy DeMarco. God, I hope she's from New York. Please, one card in clarity, who walks with them, who swims with them, who flies with them, who crawls with them, giving them the protection, the guidance, the grace, the support, the love, the wisdom, the power, to help the Leos alchemize this hero archetype with loving, wise, empowered decisions. With that Knight of Cups, maybe taking an emotional hero's journey here as a Knight. Are they waiting for the Knight? Whoa. Whoa. While they befriend pain, right? That when discomfort becomes a friend, doesn't have to be a lover, but a friend, their most limiting beliefs are healed. And in that, there is a miracle and a blessing. Everything has its gift. Within the lead, there is the hidden gold. So what's the perfect animal? Divine Animals Oracle for the Leo collective this full to new June 2. Orca. You got a whale of a time. The key word, oh God, itty bitty teeny tiny little writing. Song lines. SONGLINES, all one word. Now that makes sense. For the whale. But I immediately think of lyrics when I hear song lines. Card number 30. Look at her just napping with the whales. It's better than sleeping with the fish if you're from New York. Card number 30. Oh my God, I'm so from New York. But I took speech classes in high school and college. That's why my British accent is so very mid-Atlantic. Please take a nice deep breath. Card number 30. Orca. Keyword song lines. You are walking in the bloodlines of your ancestors. Oh, are we looking at an ancestral pattern? Emotions have biological components, and if they're not dealt with, they're passed on genetically. But you are an individual who makes your own destiny. The hero is handed fate, what they can't change, and they take the journey and alchemize it from the lead of fate to the gold of destiny. You want to manifest your destiny or suffer your fate. Seek better communication with family. Ooh, nourish yourself and exercise extreme self-care. Share your skills with others. By the way, Kate Bush is so big right now. Honey, I was listening to Running Up That Hill. Hounds of Love album back in the 80s when it came out. But her first album, The Kick Inside, the very first song, Moving, is a very moving song, and it's got whale song in it. It's just, I love her. You know, I'm glad she's getting the recognition over on this side of the pond. I went to the hair. Split a hair. Here we go. Orca magic. It was an intense movie in the 70s. Orca magic can be raised by singing your own song by the sea. By the sea, by the beautiful sea. Wouldn't it be dashing? It's a feminine magic that can be used to help heal breaches in family relationships. Orca magic is also one that asks for self-care and nourishment. If you are feeling weak in your physical body or mind, especially with issues of vitality or endurance, the power of the orca can be called upon as an ally. And that's probably why I'm going up to see family. I'm going to stay with my mom. Zeus and Hera and Zeus up there on the mountain in Saratoga. To replenish. My mom's half Sicilian. I'm a quarter Sicilian. She knows how to feed me. She always has a thing of brownies ready when I walk in the door after that 5-mile drive north. I love this. Look, it's very aquatic. I mean, literally, you got the Pisces card here. You've got Orca here. Element of water. I don't know if you could tell. This is a man and a woman. It's Aphrodite is the goddess, sweet and flighty, who's swimming around without her see-through nightie. Of course, you couldn't tell because it's underwater and see-through. But they are underwater. That's 1, 2, 3 aquatic symbols there for you. So my sense is the pain here might well be emotional. Again, guilt and shame, just 2 of the toxic options on the buffet, the Jimmy buffet. You having a cheeseburger in paradise? Did you step on a, blow out your, what is it? Step on a pop top, blow out a flip flop? I was raised on that. I love Key West. Can't wait to go back someday. It's our last card down. The hidden blessing we're going to do with the mystical blessing cards to enrich and empower called Blessed Be. I haven't done it in a while. By Lucy Cavendish. She's amazing. If it's not Lucy Cavendish, it's crap. Highlander. Well, Mike Myers doing Highlander. Shall we? Let's see what the hidden blessing here is in this heroic gold. Then what's going to happen is I'm going to put it all together. We're gonna bless this, and then we'll chat at the end, because it's the only way I can really let go of these readings, particularly when I have my own planetary placements in it, and I let the goofy loose, because there's enough freaking trauma and tragedy on the planet. Let's balance it. And let's face it, 5th house, Leo, we're the fun ones. Breathe. Bask in the light of our magnificence. Collectively, still point. As I call upon the pantheon of all pantheons, all traditions, lineages, and culture, that's about as inclusive as you get, for the Leo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading. What is the hidden blessing? The gold ensconced within the lead that they can reach with their passion for a journey of personal empowerment, which means other people, you can love them from a distance, but if they don't agree, it doesn't matter, because you got to do you, making the most wise, loving, empowered decisions, which is going to come to you as it comes to you as the archetype downloads, and you do the shadow work with the Knight of Cups. You can do this in a loving way, but you can trot. We don't recommend the gallop, but we don't recommend the walk either. Find a medium pace, Adam Sandler, while they befriend pain, because our most limiting beliefs are healed. When discomfort becomes a friend, our most limiting beliefs are healed. And may they experience as a result and find the miracles and the hidden blessing. Maybe the miracle, the alchemy from lead to gold, pain to peace, shadow to light, kind of ignites things, and they are able to embrace the blessing with song lines, self-care, singing, right? Family, ancestral patterns, whales, the libraries of the planet, the memory of it all genetically. A lot of water in this, a lot of emotion going on. So please, what is the hidden blessing, the gold within the lead, for the Leo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs this full to new June 22? A blessing on the waters. Holy crap. I told you. This is why I make the big bucks doing this for free on YouTube. I demonetized myself. Thank you very much. It just totally makes sense here. A blessing of the waters, that there is an emotional blessing here. Now, as much as I like to keep it light and fun and goofy, and 80s and 90s song references left, right, and center, these we do for realsies, right? I don't mess around with these blessings. I asked the pantheons to say it through me, so a blessing is actually conferred. I used to be a minister. I defrocked myself. Don't try and control me. Not even my mom can. Ready? Torch of Archangel Ariel, the Archangel of Lyons, of which I am named. My parents didn't know. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Pantheons, confer the blessing through me. Here we go. Card number 4, a blessing on the waters. And she got them pointy ears. A blessing to bring in the powers of the waters, to cleanse and purify, rebirth and restore you. Come on. From the great bodies of water in this world we arose, we humans more water than flesh, shaped from the bones of land and caressed into form by the movements of our liquid mother, the ocean. We arose and came to the earth by way of water. While we wait to be born into this new lifetime, we are nurtured from conception by the waters before we emerge from our mothers and meet the land in the air. Go to your womb. So it is to the water we turn when we must be reborn. When life stagnates or when we fall into despair, we turn to the water to bless us and shape us, to hold us up when we cannot walk, to give us a dream between the dreams, to bring to life our emotions, and to wash clean the soul wearing its cloak of despair. This is, after all, a shadow read. Emotional pain, befriending pain. This all makes sense. We ask for the blessings of the waters on our psyche, so our soul self, our eternal, immortal self, can be free of heaviness and learn to move as water does through even the greatest of blocks of stones in the river. We ask for the blessing of water on our blood, so our inheritance comes to us untainted by the dark memories we sometimes dwell on. Feels very apropos for this 7-card draw. And we ask for the blessings of waters to let us release what we are burdened with through our intelligent tears, freeing us from a pent-up store of unfreed feelings. Because when discomfort becomes a friend, our most limiting beliefs are healed. We ask for the blessing of waters on our relationships, so that the water moves through and cleanses our friendships and families and lovers from the resentments that humans sometimes fall prey to. More than sometimes. And we ask for the blessings of waters for ourselves, so that like water we develop humility and know when to reshape our lives and flow into the best form for us now. May water smooth the sharp edges of your pain and give you, befriending pain, smooth the sharp edges of your pain and give you ease in times when you are storm swept and rain dashed. May your intuition be fresh and flowing, Pisces on the outer. May your feelings be clean and clear as water flowing over rocks in the wilderness. May your emotions be as powerful, a journey of personal power, as the wave of the ocean, as deep as the sea. May you accept the mysteries of your own depths. May you never thirst, and may you be blessed by water. For the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it, so let it be done. So mote it be, and so it is, man. That is a rough read, but it is a clear one. And I know, Leos, you want to scream it at the top of your lungs when you're going through it. You want to roar, right? Hashtag Katy Perry. Of course you want to roar. No one needs to know you're doing shadow work unless you tell them. That's why we have safe and sacred space. And remember, you can always sit in the car, go to the bathroom, take a shower, scream it out. Highly recommend rebirthing as a breathing technique, but make sure you get help doing it your first couple of times because it can be intense. So did you like it? Then like it, hit the thumbs up, help the other Leos find it, help a Leo rising, get his art, his mystical art, like Stephen Strange, but his gay younger brother, Scotty Stranger, out into the world. And if you want more of me here, subscribe on the tube of you. I am here, I am queer, and maybe you'll get used to it. And if you want to go deep, if you want the deeper mystical, the more personal, the more intimate, then come Patreon on Patreon. Patreon.com/drawing the circle, best career move I've made to date at the time of this recording. And certainly if you want a private read with me, it's easy enough to do. There is a link to a video in the description box called Booking a Reading with Mal. Explains everything for you, just like Clarissa. Thank you, Melissa Joan Hart and Nickelodeon for the reference. Otherwise, wishing my beloved Leonines, you Lyrian starseeds, some of you out there, you heroes, you heroines, with a blessing on your water, the diamond of the first water, perhaps. Wishing you all the very best and the very blessed. I love you. Good luck with this. Comment if you like. Hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.